Hi there and welcome to my craft room today. It's the 27th of June and this week I'm here live on a Thursday simply because life gets in the way, doesn't it? Life certainly gets in the way of my crafting. I've been very busy this week and it's just finding the time to slot everything in. Anyway, just checked we are live in the right place, so that's good. Couple of things before I start the crafting. There's the last few days until the end of June for ordering stamp and die bundles and getting an extra 10% off. So, you know, grab any bundles of those that you've been keeping your eye on while there's an extra 10% off. It's a great promotion. And obviously if you haven't got a stamping cut and emboss machine, we do have two. This is a mini one, so I mean you can see against my hand a lot of our dies fit in there, and you can have 10% off of that, or the bigger one up until the end of June, so that's really good. We do have, which you'll probably see if you haven't seen these before, they do fold, so they're a lot more compact than the old Sizex ones. They are really great for travelling with and storage, you know, so that's really good. I've got a card class, or a couple of card classes that I've advertised running at the end of July. I think it's the 25th, 26th. Yeah, the 25th at 10 AM, the 26th at 7 PM. I also have open the 19th of July at 7 PM, and then on Sunday the 28th I'm going to be doing the online class, so you know, you can order a kit, I'll post it out, and you can do it either with me live on the Sunday morning, or you can watch the replay and do it whenever it suits you at your own pace. Best bit about the replays is obviously you can press pause, do what you need to do, rewind, catch up, whatever you need to do. So yeah, but obviously let me know. I'm keeping the booking date open slightly longer, so until Sunday, about midday Sunday. I really need to know final figures so that I can make sure that I order the products that we're going to be using before I go away. Yeah, so that I can actually go away on holiday and not have to worry about it quite so much. Okay, so we're going to make I think the title would have told you, an interlocking gatefold card. I'm actually going to hopefully make two. One, it could be for either male or female, but one's definitely more of a male card, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. What I'm going to do is just turn the camera around. I can see some people are joining me, so do say hello in the comments and let me know that you're there and you can hear and see everything okay. Just bear with me while I move my camera. Just straighten this up. Okay, So as I say, we're going to make the gatefold interlocking card. This is the one that I've made earlier. It's using the Frames and Flowers DSP that I used last week. It's really pretty, and it's in Pretty Peacock and Pretty Pink, I think it is. Hang on a minute. Petal Pink, close. Okay, so that's the standard gatefold, and then that bit there just pops in, and you can do this with any shape dies. I'm going to be hopefully doing one with a square, but the first one I'm going to make is a different one with the circles. Okay, so let me get all of my bits and pieces together and somewhere handy. The circle and the square dies come from the Stylish Shape dies. So that's the circles, and then the squares, and there's a few other sizes, and then these are more for sentiment banners. But these have been in the catalogue, and they're still there, so they're really good. They've got a nice stitched detail around the edge, if you can see that. Yeah, and like this one, because of the way I've laid it, it's got 2 lines of stitching. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use some black card for my card base, and that is a standard card base, so it's 8 inches by 5 3/4, and it's unscored at the moment because we will score it slightly different to normal. We won't be scoring it in the middle. Centimetre wise is 20.3 and 14.6. Okay, so I'm gonna just bring my scoreboard up and hopefully not knock anything out, knock the camera, or make too many clattery noises. Okay, so on the long side we're going to score at 2 inches and at 6 inches. Now I can move that out the way. Okay, and then it just folds over whichever way. I prefer it this way. And then burnish those score lines, and then I'm going to just cut some designer series paper, and this is the Full of Life. It's really pretty. I couldn't make up my mind whether this side or this side, but I've decided I'm going to use this one. And it needs to be 5.5 long, and then it's 1 3/4 inches times 2. So those will go on the front panels there. I'm going to pop a might actually pop a coloured insert in the middle just to make it look a bit different. Now that one's already got a score mark. Let me just find another piece of that's lemon lime twist. Just bear with me a second. I think I've got some scraps. So 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. All of the so that's not the same colour, is it? So what colour is that? That must be Granny Apple Green, and it's in the wrong, it's in my wrong scraps envelope. Oh, bear with me. Looks as though they all are. Okay, never mind. I will open this quickly and we'll use a new piece. So when I'm cutting inside layers or even the outside layers, I tend to cut 4 out of a piece of A4 cardstock. So that's the best way of cutting it. So you cut it at 4 inches all the way down, and then cut that at 5 3/4, and that will sit in the middle. Now the next bit I'm going to do, so that we've got all of our bits together, is the die cutting. And I think I'm just going to check that you can see where I'm doing this on the screen. Bear with me while it comes up. Yeah, you should be able to see. Okay, so first of all I'm going to put the big circle down, and then I'm placing the smaller one inside and just moving it slightly until I get it as even as possible. You could put washi tape on it just to make sure that you don't move it, because that's what I've just done. But it's funny, isn't it? It always works so much easier when you're not filming it. Okay, it will do, it will be fine. And then I'm just going to run that one through. Okay, so that's the bit that you don't need at this moment in time, so you can put that to one side and use it as a layer for another one. And that's the cutout that we need to keep. And then for the interlocking piece, I'm going to just cut the smaller circle in the lemon lime twist. Okay, so that's the same size as that one, but I wanted it in a different colour. Pop the machine out the way. Okay, so the next bit I'm going to do is just a bit of stamping, I think. Get the stamping out the way. This is the Friends for Life stamp set. The dies I do have somewhere. They're very, very pretty. I'll show you the dies quickly. This is one of the sets. It's got Friend, and it's got the like the a bit like the Just Wanted to Say dies, where you've got the thicker, I don't know how to describe it really, the thicker sort of writing, and then you put this one on top in a different colour. But it's got some little hearts, and it's got a bit of grungy sort of die cut, some leaves, and obviously the heart bits. That's really quite nice. I'm not going to use that today, simply because I've got my circles that I wanted, but I am going to use the stamp set. And in the middle, I'm just going to do put, I know they're not, it's not the normal colour, but I'm just going to do some little hearts just to sort of take a bit of the just to add a bit of prettiness to. And then this is a stamp that I've wanted for a while, one that just says plain and simple, love you. It looks as though my black could do with a bit of re-inking. I've put, oh, it's up there. Okay, so that's that bit for the inside, and then on the outside, hopefully this will fit. Best way of trying to work out if these will fit is by putting them on where you want them to go, and so that just about fits. But I don't want it in the same colour, so I'm gonna stamp the best part first. And I'm sorry if you can hear my dog barking. He's in the other room, but I think he wants to come in, and I've shut the door so that he can't. I've not used this stamp yet, so it's just making sure I'm getting a good coverage, because it looks a bit blobby. It probably needs cleaning first. That's okay. And then, see, I don't know if you can see that, but it's not 100% clear. It's to do with the stuff that's on the stamps. It just needs a clean, and then it'll be fine. And I should have used a stamping mat to stamp on, but it will be fine. Okay, so this one is just going to go again. This one is, I might just clean this one because it's a bigger, looks a bit more obvious in black, I think. We'll see. Bit bobbly, but it's fine. Pop that and that out the way. Get rid of that for the moment. Okay, so just going to glue this together. So that's in there. And it would look quite nice with it like that. I think I'm going to stick with this side. And then that just pops onto that side. And obviously, you know, make sure you put the pattern or the colours the same way up. And then just pop that one on. Okay, so that's the main sort of card base done. Now for this interlocking bit, if you put them together, you're going to be able to work out where you want it. Sort of whether you want it in the middle, or it just depends on what else you want to put on it. I'm going to put mine roughly in the middle. Okay, so on this here, you just need to put a small line of glue on the half that's being stuck down, like so. Obviously that's not glued yet, so just want to make sure I don't get the glue on the other side. Give it a bit of a press just to make sure that it sticks. Right, hi Viv. Okay, lovely. Oh, wish we could get in a pool, but it is cooler today, so is it still, I guess it's still really hot where you are. Okay, and then just pop some glue in that half. And place that bit in. Okay, and as you can see, that then just goes straight in there to close up and open. It's getting a bit warmer now. I was quite glad that it had cooled down. I'm just looking for some sparkly bits to go on. These are the iridescent faceted gems. They come with the Full of Life suite. They're really pretty. Haven't used them yet, but they are really, really pretty. So I think I'm just going to pop a couple of those on. Just to add a little bit of sparkle. Okay, so that's a circle interlocking gatefold card. So I've not tried this with the squares, but there's absolutely no reason why it shouldn't work exactly the same. Just going to pop this stamp set out the way, and then I can bring in, so this is boho blue, and I'm using the Adventurous Skies DSP. I've also got the copper clay ink pad, which is what those aeroplanes are in, and the boho blue. So while I've got that bit, and those bits can go up there, I should just bring my scoreboard back in. Okay, exactly the same card size, scoring at 2 6 inches. And now okay, so I want the interlocking part in blue. So again, just take a little bit of time to line these up. Okay, so there's the blue piece. And all those middle pieces, they won't go to waste because you'll be able to use them for sentiment layers or whatever you want, really, in on other cards or little tags. As you can see, when you use these, you get a stitched edge around there, so if you did it straight, you could use that as a border as well. Okay, right, we can get rid of this. Just make sure I've got the stamps set at hand. A moment while I just clean off a couple of these blocks. Okay, so I'll just go back to my score folds. And then there's a bit of stamping I want to do, so I'm putting a white insert in this one. And I'm going to use this little tiny aeroplane just to stamp inside. And I'm going to use the copper clay. Very juicy ink pad, this one, so I'm just going to be careful with it. Okay, it's a really detailed, cute little stamp. And let me just get some more ink pads. Ink pads, stamp pads, stamping blocks even. Okay, and I'm just going to do this. This can be ready as a birthday card for a male. Okay, so that's on the inside. Now this one, I suppose you could even do it as a sort of diamond shape. So a square or a diamond shape, so it's up to you really which way you want to. I think I might do it as a diamond, that'll be something different. Oh, okay, Maxine, thanks for joining me, and hope you enjoy watching it on the replay. Right, now this one is just says you're the best, plain and simple. I'm just going to pop that on the front. And then just get that, make sure they're in, right. Just a little plain on the front as well. And now I'm going to put all this ink away before I get it anywhere else, because I've somehow managed to get it on my hands. Okay. So again, it's just the usual assembling. See, I will put all of the measurements and in both inches and centimeters on my blog. It's a really straightforward card to make. It just adds a bit of a bit of something special to the to a card. Right, so this should be a bit easier to actually decide where I want to put the glue, because of it being having the corners to go by. Right, let's see. Put that on there for a moment. Actually, I will glue on there. Put that down. And again, it just fits in. Press that side down. And these are basic grey and smoky slate pearls. I got these rather than the ones that are with this suite, because I thought there'd be more use, I'd be able to use them in more places than just with the plains. So don't want that colour, I just want the lighter silvery ones. They're not too fancy that they add too much bling. They're just add a little bit. You just got to be, oh, it's easy. Once it's dry, it'll be much easier, but if it's lined up, it'll open and close. Okay, so that's the two cards, two versions of the same card, and then the one that I made, the original one that I made. So have a go and see how you get on. As I say, it's a really simple card, but it's quite effective in many different patterns and shapes. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and I hope to see you again next week. If you do have a go at making it, then do post it in the comments and let's see your creations. Okay, thanks then. Bye.